We're on. Wow, we are on. That is crazy. Hello. It's been. Ooh, I don't even know if I want to go down that route. I don't think I want to go down that route. Hi guys, it's Viridian. I have not done a YouTube video in over 4 years. It is 2024 now. Pre-pandemic. That's a lie. Restart. It has been 3 years. I can count just a bit. It's been 3 years since I've done a YouTube video. I'm kind of really looking forward to it. I have a lot of new drag knowledge, a lot of drag expertise, a lot of new drag makeup that I kind of want to show you guys. And I figured it's a new year. Right now, as I'm filming this, it is January 1st of 2024, and I figured when you bring in a new year, you bring a little bit of that old you. And I figured it could kind of be fun to bring some of that oldness into the newness and show you guys my updated drag makeup. Alrighty, so first things first, I gotta shave this off. So I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna shave, I'm gonna come right back to you guys. I'm back and I obviously have a bare face, so that means we are good to start our drag makeup now. I'm gonna start with our glue stick here, good old Mr. Elmer's glue stick, the purple invisible. We're gonna just get going. So when I get started with our glue stick here, I always just like to start going crazy, like to go stupid a little bit here, and just indiscriminately apply that. I'm gonna take like a spoolie, something of that nature. I'm gonna look at the monitor now. Me personally, I like to hold my skin up a little bit. I learned the spoon trick from Aja, and that is just pressing down on the brow that you've made here, really letting that hair get smooth with your skin, and then I'll apply another layer of glue here. I like to layer this on thickly because I will do 2 or 3 more layers of this. I do a touch test, and if it feels smooth, it's good with me. So in between layers of my glue, I will go ahead and I'll start with kind of the lower steps here. So I like to take this to Nessa Meyer because this is a Vision Cream cover. This is TP01. This is kind of a very Shelly peachy tone. It's really good for somebody as pale as me to be able to kind of hide this beard. I know traditionally they like to teach you to use bright oranges or corals or pinks, but I find something paler like this works so much better because you don't have to wear even more foundation. You cover that up as well. I'll show you what I mean. So applying this, you can see it is not a crazy orange or a bright pink coral. This really helps because when I put this powder on top of it next, it's really even going to further conceal it. So from there, I don't have to go as heavy with my foundations. If you're performing and you're wearing like 3 layers of foundations, it's going to crease, it's going to crack. So the less, the better for me. Once I get that desired coverage of this beard cover, I'll go into my powder. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just going to take this e.l.f. beauty pad and I'm just going to start really pressing this in. While I'm putting this powder on, you can kind of already see the beard cover starting to slip away a little bit. That's what I like about using a peachy tone like this. I got enough layers of glue on my brows. I'm gonna repeat all of this down here, right up here. So now that we got everything set with powder, I like to go ahead and I use MAC Fix Plus. For those who don't know, I used to be a MAC artist. So if you know any MAC artists, we pretty much all universally stand by this. I like to do this because it kind of activates my face, it rehydrates my face, and just gets my skin ready for all this foundation I'm about to put on. Just do a little spritz. I'll do another spritz for the diva antics. Ooh, okay. Speaking of being a MAC artist, for my foundation, I like to use MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is in shade NW10. Behind every pretty girl is a sponge that's almost the size of their head. And we'll just pop, 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 pop. See, look at that. A few pats and my face is almost done already. Pop, 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 pop. Boom. Pop, 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 pop. Boom. Look at that, I just love it because it just matches my skin tone so nicely. Once I feel it's dried down a little bit, I will do a quick second layer of this just in the beard area. Now going back to Danessa, we're gonna continue that Vision Cream cover. This is now in shade N2. Take a little bit of it, I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand because this is super full coverage. And I'm gonna take a little bit in areas that I want highlighted. So at this time, I'm not particularly concerned about if my brows are hidden, because I'm still going to add my fake brows on top. I'm still going to add the white underneath. All of it's going to be concealed by the end of it. Right now, I'm really just focusing on creating the highlights that will restructure my face. With our base foundation on, I'm now going to start with my contours. This is the Danessa Myricks Dew Bomb contour, I want to say. I'm just going to take, this is a MAC brush. This is the MAC 130 brush. I'm just going to take this, stipple it in the areas that I want it to go. I make my contour up and down like this because that's what's more natural on my face. Finding this just comes with time. It's just playing around with your face and discovering what works best for you. To cover my double chin, I'll also take it all the way down as well. From here, I'm just gonna take a flat blending brush, kind of like this. So as you notice, I'm just stippling, but I'm not going up, I'm not going down, I'm not taking it in any direction, because we already know we want it here. So to keep the intensity and to keep the shape and the true contours, I'm only just really stippling in place and really just working on diffusing it and making it look more natural. So from only stippling in the places where we applied it, you can see I don't have concealer or anything on yet, and you can already see the restructuring of my face starting to take place. Now that we got that all applied, we're gonna go in with our white. We're still following true to Danessa. This is TW. Personally, I really like a bright white eye. So as you saw, I did not apply a lot of product directly under my eye. For me, my contour, I like to start about here and then go straight up to kind of help feminize this face. But you see, it's really bright, just how I like it. Continuing on with my little MAC journey you've had so far, I'm going in now with Heat Index. This is a cream blush from MAC. So in a similar brush that I used for our contour, we're gonna go ahead and stipple this on. And for this is a bright pink. So I go in between here, and I really like to just stay up here. It kind of helps to feminize that face further. And again, you notice I'm not going up, I'm not going down, I'm stippling it in place again. So this is really my base. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our brows now. To add my brows, I use the exact same contour, but for the brows. So I like to start my brows around where they naturally begin. I will lay a dot down right about here. Lay another one right about here. To make them look natural, I like to find where the end of my pupil is. So you'll see here, and I'll go up. And usually the bottom of my new brow will be at the top of where my brow already is. Again, this is subjective. This is what is working for me. So you see I got those two dots now about kind of where I want them. From there, I'll take that brush now. We'll just go in, I'll go up. So I have a little curve like that, you see that? I made that little curve. And then from there, once we're there, I'm gonna go straight out. Boom. Repeat that process, boom. This is where we're gonna start cleaning it up. I'm gonna take this little pencil brush right here, I'm gonna start cleaning it up. Again, you see I'm trying to follow where my pupil is. I'll take my beauty blender that had my foundation. I like to just blend out the ends here, right at the very start. Now we're starting with that white, and now this is really where we're gonna start going in. Now we got these brows pretty symmetrical. I'm gonna go in back with that beauty blender again. Took all that powder off, and now I'm going in with my contour and powders and really deepening what we already created with those creams. So with the contour, I find bronzer is equally as important. So just right along where we contour, I'll add just a little bit of bronzer to keep the face warm. Lastly, for our powders, we're gonna go into some House Labs. This is the Color Fuse Blush in Dragon Fruit Days. It is a bright pink, just how I like it. Applying pretty much very heavily because I really enjoy blush. Now that I got everything reinforced again, I'm gonna go in with that translucent powder again, and we're gonna bake our under eyes. So this is an added step I do. I like to use a brow pen. This is from NYX, and I like to just create individual false hairs on my brows so they feel more realistic. And I find that this makes it look a little more like an actual brow going on. So from here, we just start flicking it out. I'm weird and my eyes are the fastest part of my drag makeup. It's weird, usually it's the other way around. I'm gonna use this House Labs pigment paint. This is in shade Flame Matte, and we're gonna go ahead and shape our eye. So for using a cream product, I'll usually use two brushes. I'll use a more dense brush like this to kind of pack it on, and then I will blend it out with a much fluffier brush like this. So I took a little bit on the back of my hand. Another thing to note with using cream products, a little goes a very long way. From here, we're just gonna go ahead and start creating that eye shape. I like to tap this in. I find we have so many layers underneath between glue and foundations and concealers. I find that rubbing will go ahead and take all of that hard work out. So I will go ahead and tap that paint in, and I'm only going a little bits of the way here. See, and then we blend that out. In seconds, you have a drag eye. That's why I like cream products. If that shape now kind of initially down, I'm gonna take this Anastasia Norvina palette here, and we're gonna go start going into some of these really bright orange shades to really take that vibrancy up a notch. Same thing again, we're just gonna pat it on. Look at that. Let's repeat that process here. And see, in seconds, we've built that intensity up. That's what I like about cream products. Now that we got a lot of that orange on, I just want to go into this bright yellow right here and just kind of smoke that out. So we don't go too far up and we still keep that color. You'll notice I'm blending in that orange area, not above it, in it. So that way we get a natural gradient, because we can always go back and apply that orange. That's a little bit harder to apply that white back on. Yellow is one of those colors that takes its time, so I'm not rushing it. I'm just gonna slowly build that color up. We have this blend pretty accomplished, I'd like to think. So I'm gonna go into this red here a little bit, and we're just going to further to this sunset look. I am facing this red where I would place my eyeshadow, because at this point, this is to further the vibrancy and start shaping where I want my eyeliner to go. Y'all, it is getting real bad. I'm starting to feel myself now. And that darling, that diva is not good. So I'm gonna have a crease soon, but if you notice, I'm focusing this line straight, so it really goes. It is time for my eyeliner. I like to go in with Blackout. This is Danessa Myricks again. Again, we're using creams. I enjoy it. And we're going to start patting it down where we know we want liner. So for me, I wear a lot of liner, so it's going up. And so for me, I try to make sure this looks like it's curved when I'm looking straight. So you'll see I go down, and then I'll go in like so. And then it creates that illusion like I'm looking at you. I'll take a second to blend up and blend out. Like so. Look at that, delish, right? To work this out a little further, I'm gonna take this little dark maroon shade right here. And again, we're blending in it, not above it. We're blending in it. That's gonna help it blend more seamlessly. See that? Boom. Boom. Delish, right? And I look down, see how it looks like it's going straight up when I look at you. And we're not gonna put any eyeliner here, but we are gonna take that same dark shade, that same purple shade, and we are gonna place that in our soon-to-be crease over here. So we got both of our eyeliners completed. Look, don't we love it? So I'm gonna take this makeup wipe here, and we're just going to start removing a little bit. I'm not crazy on getting all of it, just enough so we can have that clean base in a second. How I do this is, I go in a straight line. That's how I cut my crease right now. It's just a straight line all the way up. See that? And I'll flick it out. Boom. And now we got that there. We're just going to go ahead and apply the rest here. Go down. Boom. Now we're going to set it, and then we're going to start blending that liner back in. Now that we got it in the shape that we pretty much want it to be, we're gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna go in with some white eyeshadow. This is from the Abby Roberts palette. Hi Abby. Get that white on. Boom. And now we're just gonna blend this into the white. And I'm gonna go in with that nice plummy color. Again, we are blending on top of that black. We're not blending above it. And we'll go in with that orange again. Again, blending on top, not blending off of it. Of course, by going back into that yellow. Alright, so what we did just here, we're gonna go ahead and do on this side real quick. So now that we got both sides how we want it, we're gonna start with our under eyes. And for my under eyes, we're just going to do a nice little black line and go and take it out. So I'm gonna take a little brush like this, and I'm just going to take it right underneath my eye here. We're gonna leave a little bit of space, because eventually our white eyeliner is gonna go underneath that. And we're gonna take this practically all the way in here. And so from here, I'm basically going to add the same colors, that yellow, the orange, and the purple again. And I'll be right back. And voila, just like that, we have Viridian right here for you guys. Feeling cute, got my traditional red hair on, feeling luxurious in my blue, feeling very Kim K. Should have put some bracelets on with this, but hey. No matter. Anyway, I just want to take a quick moment. If you made it to the very end of this video, thank you so much. I'm hoping to continue this on more into the New Year's. If there's any minute questions that you guys might have, feel free to leave them down in the comments or even just send me a personal DM. Well, this is the final moment. Of course, we got to do our little plug. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Why haven't you done it yet? Are you mad at me? No, but you can hit that little ding 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 ding. You can hit the bells. You can get that going. Subscribe. Maybe even leave a comment. Until next time, it's Viridian. I'll talk to you later.